Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to our crazy farming simulator series. Okay, that's better. Now then, the other thing that I was wondering was whether or not we could get away with not having to be putting fertilizer on the fields all the time, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. That's not something that we're going to be able to do. So we'll unhitch that one right there, and then if I can get that one, we'll unfold this combine. If I can get this one hooked in a second. All the gates, by the way, you can actually use them. They're all open by default, so you can go through the gates. But when you own them, it says, you can close the gates. There we go. Sometimes you've got to go to the open bit of the gateway to close them, and other times, with depending on the mod, it'll work like that. So we can actually go and do that bit, which is absolutely great. And then if I go up to it here, super strength, show list of hidden objects. I can open the gate, hide dirt track. Oh. I was looking to see if there was an interact thing here that we can interact with the gate itself, because I want to sell that gate. It's going to end up just irritating me. We won't be keeping gates, I don't think, because these, these are going to be the things that are going to just make me want to cry. So we will sell that one. There we go. And as things are going to be a little bit slow to start with, what we'll do is we'll jump into here and we'll get this one hooked on now. Like that. Now I can clean the header. We will then make sure that we have got the straw swath is switched on. That's what I want. And then I can start doing the combining. Now, we don't have anything slightly redonkulous with this combine, which means, unfortunately, that it's going to be a slow and stately progress around the field. We had 100,000. We spent most of it on some new land, and now we have 101,000. I think we're doing pretty well, actually. This is a good start. We're actually making some money. Although we're now doing things slowly and sensibly, and I'm really not sure that this is... I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. Does this feel right to you, the way I'm doing this? I don't know. I think maybe we need to speed things up a bit. But we're going to need a faster combine for that. And I do have my insane, stupid fast combine that we could go and buy. However, I also am a little bit concerned that maybe we should be building up to that combine, and we should be spending a little bit more money on it. So I'm not quite sure at the moment. We've got a thing down here. A trailer. Water trailer. 9 more to be found. Is that something over there? No. That is. Right, okay. Back into the combine. And on our merry. So we've got this one. We've got a baler in the shed that we can use, and we can bale things up. We could then put that in for the cows. But all of this seems very state and very normal. I'm not sure that we want to do normal. So we're going to do once around the field just to see what normal is like. You know what? I'm not even going to do once around the field because I don't want to. So let me just shut this one off a second. I can't do anything to change capacity on the tank, but what I might be able to do, I think if I go Shift N, yeah, that takes me to the mobile workshop. So then if I go to the top liner right there and I go to customize, we've then got the possibility to increase the working speed, 19, 20. Okay, so we can go up to 20 kilometers an hour on that one. Customize, yes. Shouldn't need to change anything on the actual combine. To start that up, hook on the modified header. The combine itself should be fine. Oh, wait, I know one thing that I should do, though, is if we go back to Shift N to get this one, Repair, because it's on half, it means that we could be losing some of our crop out over the front, which we really don't, over the front, over the back as well. Repair that one. There we go. Right, so we've now got good condition combine, and it should be able to run a little bit faster. So let's lower that one down. We'll start that one up. Let's see what he does. That's a little bit better. That is a little bit better. So we've got this thing that gives us like an extra 10 kilometers an hour for doing our harvest, which is great. This is good. This is what we want. We want to be able to go just a smidgen quicker than we do at the start. And we don't need to pay extra for that because that's just built in with that mod that we use, and it's a mod that we use, and we're not going to stop using it because, well, I don't want to. And also, there's no way to actually pay it unless I completely rewrite the mod, and I don't want to do that either because I'm lazy. And this is much better. This is much better. Well, I think we should have a little bit more than half speed. Now, it's August at the moment. I think we left the last place in like October, so it took us a year to get here, but that's fine. We can spend a year doing these things. The chickens, not sure I'm going to put them. I might actually put chickens in this field right here. And what we'll do is we'll start off with one. I'm going to modify the pen again. So at the moment, the one that we had was holding 60,000 chickens. That was requiring roughly half a map's worth of grain in order to keep them fed. I like the idea of the really long pallet spawner on it, so I want to put those down somewhere where we can keep the really long pallet spawner. So it either be this field that we're working in right now, or possibly... So we're up here. We just went and bought field 62. I could put a line of chicken pens like down here so that they stick out that way, and then we have all the pallets or something like that. I'm actually thinking, because I did say originally that, you know, maybe we would do like do 10,000 chickens per pen. We just chuck the put a few in there and just let them breed themselves and build the numbers up. I do like that idea, and I do kind of want to do that again, like do something along those lines, but I'm actually thinking that 5,000 chickens would be better. 5,000 chickens means that we would be having to put in, it's 5 litres per chicken per month. So there's 25,000 litres per month, or 250, 300,000 litres of grain per year for 5,000 chickens. I think that's actually doable. It's a lot of grain, admittedly, but we've got some land here already to start with, and we can build up to that pretty quickly. So I think if we were to do it in 5,000 increments, it would be a lot better. We can build ourselves up to that. Then the cows, we've got 2 pens here at the moment. They hold 500 cows each. And once I've kind of filled those pens up, then I think we'll probably change things around a bit. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do it, but I don't want to keep the pens that we've got. We'll eventually change things so that we've got 1 pen for all of our cows, and we will build right up. So the cows are going to be the primary focus. We want to build those up, and it is Ireland. I mean, yeah, we were supposed to be focusing a lot on the cows in the last series, but I was kind of just letting those build up while we did all of the factory stuff. But I want to do a bit more with the cows this time round. So that is what we're going to do. Now, I've done 3 times around the field. So if I was to bring this combine over here, lower it down there at that point, and then have the hired help go, he's going to whiz up and down the field there, and we're going to go and get one of our tractors. So we've got this one here, and we need to find a trailer. Now, I've got at the moment the Iron Man suit that we had previously. I haven't actually changed that one. That one's just one that we've kept. Over here, we've got... Ooh! We've actually got this CLAAS trailer. This is one I actually really like, this trailer. This is one that I've had... I actually got this one in the Sensible series as well. In the Farmville series. And I do really, really like this trailer. I think this trailer is marvellous. We can come in around here. Right, what's this? Oops. Running there, I shouldn't be. Running is sometimes a mistake. So what's this here? This is old parlour shed. So what's that bit? That there, I think, is where the milk comes out. So what's the old parlour? What's this one? Show list of hidden objects. Have I got a list of left shift H? Oh, no objects have been hidden. Okay, so I don't know what this old parlour is. I'm going to try selling this one. Let's have a look. So we got the cows there. I think this part, I'm really not sure what this one is. Old parlour shed, 2,500. Okay, I'll sell that because it's just in the way. And then I've got, oh, I know, this is just a water point right here. Water tap. I'll sell that one. Yes. Right, I was wondering why there was an interaction point. This one here is the interaction for the manure over there. And then this shed is potentially in the way as well. We've got several sheds that are potentially in the way of everything. It's very, very cramped here. I don't know how we're supposed to get around. I know, yes, there are a lot of farms like this. But this one, it just seems particularly cramped. Like, it just seems to have more crampedness than is absolutely necessary. This fence line that we've got... I wonder if the hide function would actually work for that. How do you hide something? Let's go to there. Hide player trigger. Right. Why is that hide player trigger? I got hide object, hide player trigger H. I don't want to break something on this map. I'm really worried about it. Right, what's... Are you sure you want to hide player trigger? No, I'm not sure. Hide object. Oh, player trigger is... That must be something else to interact with, maybe? Unless it's something to do with the gateway that was in there, but is not there anymore. I'm really not sure about that, but what I will do is I will go here and we press O. Oh, yes, we've removed the fence. That's what I wanted. That's all I really wanted. Let's go and remove this fence. And we'll do the same on here. Wait, what? What? Okay, I'm apparently picking something up here. I don't even know what that is. Oh, there was a hide object option just then. Hide object. There. Got it. This is really not very easy. The really cool thing about the hidden objects map is that it actually has a real-time map going on. I like that. I think that's very, very cool. Right. I've gone and moved a few items. I should now be able to get in and out of the fields a little bit more easily, which is absolutely fantastic. That's what we want. And I can start unloading our combine. So, slightly sensible, admittedly. I'm not quite sure what we want to do to sort of really kick things off on this series. We're going to want a mower. So I'm going to start off with a reasonable mower. Like, we've had mowers that are completely ludicrous insane, but I don't really want to start at that point. We also need to find some space to put down some greenhouses so that we can kickstart our factory production, because our greenhouses are kind of like the main points for the factory production. Now, at the moment, I've got this grain coming in. I can either use this grain to feed some chickens, or I can use this grain and go and put it over in the mill. If I was to put this in the mill to start off with, we would then be able to start making some items. I mean, I guess we could start making some bread first. So that's pretty much the only thing that I'd be able to do to start with. So if I was to drop all of the wheat in there, we could then start turning that into bread. I'm going to need to get something to transport the milk, and that one is going to be the vehicle we were using on the last map. I haven't actually prepared that one yet, so that one will have to wait a minute. This bit over here, now that I've gone and removed this, we'll go round. We can go straight through here because we've hidden the objects. I might have to go and re-hide the objects later on. That tractor's right in the way, isn't it? Who went and park that tractor right there? Like, seriously. So we will come up through here, and then we can go this way. We've got our mill right there, but because I've gone and removed the hedgerow behind it, that was kind of like my thinking here, was I put it here, and we'll remove this hedgerow, and then we can just come up here like this, and we can tip straight into here. So that field, I'm thinking that would be quite well suited for chickens. If we were to put the chickens near the back of that field over there, that would work out quite nicely, I think. And then we'll be able to do a few extra bits with it. So I'm going to bring you back around here like this. Then I'm going to go into our productions. Wheat is going to start. I'm going to start that one. No, wait. Wheat right there. And activate the wheat flour. So that was now working. Then if I go to the flour down here, change the output mode from spawn to selling to distributing. That's going to now auto distribute to anyone that needs it. I suspect it will distribute to everything. We're going to start off with activating the bread on there so that we've at least got some bread coming in from our grain that we're doing here. We've got some flour coming in, and then we'll have some bread being made, and that's kind of like the first thing. We've got cows that we can go and put this straw into if we were to go and gather that up, or we can go and sell the straw. Now, previously, I had a straw production shop thing, and I got rid of it because I didn't particularly like it, because it didn't seem to be working. But it turns out there was one or two things that I was doing wrong with it, and on top of that, there was another thing with it that you... I don't know, it was updated and then it was sort of smoothed out and so on. And so it turns out that it's better than I thought it was. So I might try that one again. Either that or we'll just keep the straw back somewhere and we'll do something else with it. We don't have a silo that we can go and store the straw in at the moment, much as I'd like to get one. The cows over here have got 20,000 litres of straw out of 121,000 in total. I don't know if I can just dump the straw down for them. There's slurry store here, I think. Either the slurry or that's milk for them. One of them's... That's got to be the milk over there, surely. And then I got another slurry extension over this way. 250,000 litres of slurry. There's a lot of slurry here. I guess that's so that we can just spread the stuff on the map. Oh... I was picking something up earlier when I was doing a few things. I was wondering what it was because I was just kind of like shaking it round and I couldn't see what I'd picked up. Turns out that I'd picked that one up through the wall and was chucking it around. My bad. Never mind. We'll come back to that. Our combine has almost finished and we've only got 2 loads out of this field. Not a great deal. You know what? I'm looking at the tools that we've got. We've done this slightly sensibly, and I'm not liking the idea of doing very much more sensible stuff because it's painful. It's not what this series is about. We're not supposed to be doing anything sensible in this series. And quite frankly, this sensibleness is yeah, I don't feel right. Honestly, I just don't feel right with this. So we need to gather up the straw. In order to be able to gather up the straw, we're going to need something to gather it up with. Now, we've got a baler in the shed, so I could rush around and do that. I could We can change the working speed on the baler so that we can go a little bit faster. And then we've got a few bales. We'll need to go and buy a auto-load trailer so that we can scoop round and pick all the bales up. We'll sell a few bits of the machinery. So we're able to take a loan out. I never said at any point that we were not able to take out a loan. We can take out a loan. We started off with 100,000 euros on this map. I think that's going to be pretty good. I think we'll be all right with 100,000. Now we'll go and put this into the trailer. That can then go and be sold. And then we've done our little bit of combining. We don't have any more grain. We got no more at the moment. So there's that field that was planted, but nothing else is grain. This is Ireland, right? And it's cows and grass. Grass, 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 grass in large quantities. So I've got a choice now. I can either sell the combine straight as is, or we can take it to the shop and we can sell it on the grid and see what we get for it there. And I'm kind of thinking that that's what we should do. So if I go into the shop right here and go to harvester there, 85,429. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the map and I'm going to reset a few of these little items. I'm going to zoom in here as much as I can. I got that one. I'm going to reset that one. Yes, it should reset it to the shop. There's a header right there. It really doesn't like it when you're standing close to an item. Reset that one. So I can do that one. And then you've got a tab between them. There, right. We get that one and reset that one. Okay. Let's go take this. Well, it was 83,000, was it? I think it was 83,000. It was something like that. We'll run this one over and drop this little bit of grain into the mill as well. I'm quite happy with this lot going into the mill. And then we will... I think we'll change this gateway around because I don't want to be scooting around this all the time. We're going to sell the tractor loader. I don't want to keep that one. I will keep this tractor for now. Obviously, things are going to get bigger around here. We're going to have bigger machinery. I kind of like the challenge of having to remove the hedgerows and everything else. I don't like that we've got to use the object hider in order to remove the fence lines. It would have been better if we could have sold those, but I'm all right with what we're doing. So we want to now go over here. Start this one up. So we're at shop. There's the sell point, I believe, for the shop. That little bit over there. So if I can bring this one back over here like this. Elegantly done, Frith. Elegantly done. That was a perfect maneuver right there. Absolutely perfect. You could not have done that better. You really couldn't. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, Frith. Now, let's bring you back this way here and hook that one on. The only issue that we're going to have is getting machinery out of here. Look at this place. Right? This is one thing that I already realized with this. Okay, there's nothing there. There's no gateway over here. There's no gate at all. You've got this. Please report to front desk upon arrival. You got this. And then you go out here and you get out there. How am I supposed to do that with massive machinery? The whole thing is designed to not... Like, the map is not meant for massive machinery, which is going to increase the challenge of us using the biggest machinery that money can buy. Because it's going to be fun. So now if we go over to here, this one is giving us 93,000. So we get several thousands more by doing it this way around. We will do the repaint and... repair, repaint, repaint, repair, like that. Now we will sell. Sell that one. Sell that one. And sell that one for 115,000 after doing the repainting. So I now have 220 grand. That's good. that's a nice lot of money. I'm quite pleased with that. So I'm already making money, although now I have nothing to actually go and harvest any crops with, which is a slight issue. That could be a bit of a problem. Next on the list, I'm going to want to clear the straw off of the field. Now, we've got a baler. We'll give us some round bales. I don't know what it's going to be like. I think that we can try it. Try it out just once. Let's go through our machinery and just get rid, because I don't want this front loader. I'm never going to use it, so I'm just going to sell that one. Yep, okay. We go to the tools over here. We've got 3 of these, so sell that one, and that one, and that one. Okay. Fertilizer spreader. Well, I might use that one, I suppose. We got a little tiny mower right here. I'm not going to use it. We'll be doing something different with that. Slurry tanker. Not going to use that. Alright, well, there's a little bit of money. So I've now got, I was going to say 26,000. It's 262,000, actually. It's a little bit more than 26,000. And I will bring you back over here. We'll stick this one in his shed over here. Right in around there. I suspect that field behind us will be an extended part of our yard eventually. We'll move things around a bit. So I do like the challenge of this map with, like, because it's kind of meant for small machinery. That's what the whole thing is designed for, which is fair enough. I got no issues with that. Let me just go here like this and customize. I want fast work speed. That's what I'm after here. There, 27. Customize. Okay. And then let me also just repair the tractor a minute. There we go. Right then, let's get back to the field. Excuse me. See, I do quite like the challenge of just the idea of the map in the first place, like having to just do everything. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.